Hello, KW Superstars. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. I am reaching out today to talk about the three new rules regarding coming soon, MLS entry, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to try to keep this concise, and I understand that there are a lot of details that go behind the three rules. So basically, here are the three big changes that go into effect starting on August 18th. Number one, when you sign a listing agreement and you have it in place to start on, let's say September 1, you have 7 days that it has to go into the MLS. Has nothing to do with when you advertise it, anything like that. If you have a listing agreement beginning on September 1, it has to be in the MLS by September 8th on the 7th day. Now, when you put it into the MLS, you then have an additional 7 days that you can have it in the coming soon status. So that means you can have it on the MLS, but it doesn't get shown for those first 7 days. That's kind of the workaround for those of you that do a coming soon marketing plan. So you really have 14 days from the time the listing agreement starts to when you have showings from there. So two things to keep in mind on that. Should you publicly market it in that first 7 days, you will trigger clear cooperation and it will then have to go into the MLS and it can go in under the coming soon status. So those are kind of that's the big thing that comes on there. You have a listing agreement that begins on a certain date. You have 7 days from that date to get into the MLS, even if it's under coming soon status. If you put it under coming soon status, then you have 7 days to have it on the MLS as coming soon without showings. Question always comes up. I know it'll be the first question for a lot of you. Okay, fine. I signed the listing agreement on September 1, but the date of the listing agreement in the contract is actually September 15th or October 1. Does that mean I have to have it in the MLS within 7 days of September 1? The answer is no. You have to have it in the MLS within 7 days of when the listing agreement is actually validly active, which would not be until whatever the start date is in paragraph 1 of the listing agreement. Word of caution. You are not protected against agents coming in and working with that seller in that time. If they come in, they meet with an agent, that agent says, hey, I can actually help you do this. We can get it done sooner. That's not a violation of agency because your valid listing agreement doesn't begin until the start date in that contract. So does it help keep that seller a little more committed to you? Sure. Does it protect you legally from another agent? No. So that's something we're going to be working on behind the scenes to maybe have some sort of agreement we can have with our sellers. I'll keep you posted on that. Quick recap. I know this has gone long, but a lot of people have asked. Number one, listing entry deadline is 7 days after the listing starts. You sign a listing, it starts September 1 or whatever date. You have to have it in the MLS within 7 days. You can put it in the MLS as coming soon and have an additional 7 days with no showings. And then after that, you're good to go. If you have any questions, let me know. As always, I appreciate being in business with all of you. Happy to answer any questions. We're going to be talking a lot about this over the next couple of weeks. There's going to be a ton of questions. It is confusing. Don't let that distract you from the fact that we still have a job to do, which is represent buyers and sellers and getting their home on the market and purchasing the home of their dreams. Let's not get bogged down in the details of our opinions of what we feel about these rules. They are what they are right now. We're going to find a way to run our business using them. Have a great day. Love being in business with you. Take care.